A very, very good morning to you from Stockholm in Sweden. My name is Theophilus van Rensburg Lundström, and I was born in Cape Town, South Africa, but I've had the fortunate blessing and opportunity to travel quite extensively in this world. I've spent the good last 25 years outside of South Africa, in Sweden, in the US on the East Coast, in Italy for a good stint, currently residing in Belgium, and I've had the great honor and opportunity to meet and connect with many different kinds of people. It's probably why Linda felt that I could contribute something meaningful to the dialogue of the concept and the concepts and the ideas of mentoring and supporting and being there for each other. And I appreciate that. I appreciate much more the fact that you, Linda, has got such a passion for doing exactly this, for making a difference in the lives of people, and that, sir, is commendable. And I share that dream and that aspiration, and I am thankful for the opportunity to participate in that. I would not want to prescribe some things, but I rather would want to raise some questions specifically around the idea or the concept of making sound choices. One benefit that comes to us in this current world especially, and this is largely the consequence of increased ease of travel and technological advancements in communication that enables discussions like these to take place. Now, in just a short period of time, the world has changed into what now is described as a village, or be the global village. It's called a village. And I think that it's quite meaningful to connect with others, and travel and communications technology has made a lot of that easier. What has not transpired in the changes within communications technology and call it the shrinking size of the world is the capacity to make prudent and wise choices. So if you are going to grow in your life in collaboration with others, my sense is that you're going to need a series of capacities that I can describe as wise and prudent judgments. You're going to need to be able to do that. How will you discern between a network, an alliance that is good and one that is bad, one that is beneficial and one that's detrimental? How do you make those choices? How do you distinguish between something that is advantageous versus something that is ruinous or has the capacity to bring you down or devastate you or harm you? It becomes difficult to answer this question, especially in a world where the whole notion of some kind of absolute is disappearing. People want to believe what they want to believe. They say, you believe in God and I believe in Zippy the clown, and everyone should accept that. We fight against this notion of what is absolute true, what you can stand on, what you can depend on. My view is that once you've done that, you've taken away the capacity to build on something that will enable you to make a wise choice when it comes to seeking out alliances and networks and friendships and collaborators that would be of benefit. Because you're going to have to describe what you mean by a benefit. What is good? What do you mean by something that is harmful? How do you describe or do you define a toxic relationship? How do you nail it down in such a way that you understand, or that will give you a capacity to make a choice when you describe something as disadvantageous to you or something that is beneficial to you? So I think a dialogue over mentoring must include a dialogue about what do you base your life choices on? What's your body of truth, so to speak? Where do you stand if we are called upon to put a milestone, or to put a stake down and say that this is what I believe and this is the basis upon which I make my decision? What is that? And I think the effort, at least, to go there and to think about that should be part of what you're doing there today. There are a great deal of possibilities out there, but there's a great deal of poison out there as well. The world is filled with grand opportunities, but it's also filled with grand illusions and grand promises that will fail the very next moment you try to make them happen for you. There are folks who have great intentions, and then there are those who have malicious and harmful intent. How do you discern between those? And I think that what Linda created here, together with the relevant partners, Sacred Heart in particular, is a fantastic ecosystem, a kind of space where thinking through these matters become absolutely crucial. And so that's where I will leave you, just with, I hope I'm not rambling through these questions, but that's the idea here. What is your body of truth, and what difference does that make in your capacity to make choices that are described as wise, prudent, and beneficial to all? And to that extent, I wish you a wonderful rest of your grand Thursday. And I trust that you will have an opportunity to think through these questions in the safety of men and women who really, really care for you. Thank you. All of the best for this wonderful day. Goodbye from Sweden, or as we say here, hej då.